people of Earth, and welcome to our first Fallout 4 video on the channel. I was inspired to make this after watching the Fallout series, and maybe you've happened upon this video because you had the same experience and wanted more Fallout content. So I thought today I would show you my settlements that I have constructed in Fallout 4 and just kind of ramble and chat about the game in general. So, the game has been out for a long time. I'll try not to give any spoilers. But, you know, if you've seen kind of the things happening around you and you've played the game, you'll know how I've chosen the main quest. So, I've played this game about 500 hours. I'm level 90 on this character and I've completed every quest in the game. There is one quest that I have left on my map here. So it is to sell Drinking Buddy to Rufus, which I will never do. Drinking Buddy is amazing. And he's mine, all mine. And for the miscellaneous, this one came from an iBot. And I really have no desire to go and collect the plasma grenades. And then the other is to tell the Institute about the synth refuge, which I won't be doing because in my RP of this, I've taken over as the head of the Institute so that I can protect synths and shelter those who develop their own free will. So that's how I have chosen to look at this, and you know, I think it's the best of every world for me. Okay, so the first settlement we'll look at here is Home Plate. Just to give you an idea of how much of the game I've gone through before we get in here and can look around. Hey gang, so I wanted to mention in this video that I've got a change that I'm making. So when you see this video, it will be coming out on Monday, very early morning instead of Sunday morning. So I've uploaded 2 videos for this week just so that those who are expecting one on Sunday will get one, and we can start our new routine of Mondays. I may like to add in more later on of the videos in the middle of the week when I can, but it may not be something that I keep up. But certainly one video a week is what I'm gonna keep doing and holding myself to that. But that's the change we're making. I also just wanted to say at the start of this video, you are important, and you can be something that no one else can be, because you can be you. There's no one else on this earth who's capable of that. That makes you unique, and you should be yourself as much as you can and show the world who that person is, because that's the only way they'll see it. No one else can be you. Nobody else can know you unless you show it to them. So don't be afraid to let yourself out into the world, because it needs you and there will never be another one like you. So I'll go into first person mode here. Right inside we have a computer, a little bit of storage, a nice TV, so just a place to relax, maybe get some work done, chat a little. I have Piper with me, which usually I don't travel with Piper magazine and a coffee cup there. I'd like to have some books up on that shelf, or at least on the arm of this sofa, indicate I'm reading it. We would put some kind of cooking equipment here and not just have a seat. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, I would love to get back into these Fallout 4 settlements, making settlements. It's my Minuteman Institute, that's who I'm repping. And a basketball goal, which is just kind of cool to have that inside your house. Yeah, if you like this kind of thing, let me know, and I would be happy to really get into the nitty-gritty of decorating. Oh, this took me ages. I've got all of these toy robot models, and some of them are hard to find. And oftentimes they're different. So we've got an Assaultron, Protectron. This is like a Protectron Assaultron. Yeah, and these are classified as junk, so it's really easy just to scrap these and not see them, but I started collecting them because they're just cool. They're collectible toys inside a video game. What could be better than that, I ask you? And then here's just a nice place to sleep. But what's in here? I've got, I guess, a lot of different quest notes and things. And then up here is just another picture of a lighthouse and a bench. Didn't really have anything clever to do here, so I threw up a bench. Yeah, but I do like to do a little bit of maximalism decorating, and here I was just kind of looking at the systems, but since I started playing Starfield, I've gone crazy level of detail to my Fallout settlements. So that's home plate. That's my home in Diamond City. I like this one. It's definitely the one I used the most, especially starting out. As soon as I got the money for a home, went and bought that right off the bat. Or should I say right off the swatter. Yeah, I haven't played this game in about 2 years. And I'm interested, maybe you are too, in the next gen update that's coming out for Fallout 4. See, I didn't think that this game needed an update that badly. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's not like stunning, and obviously there's improvements that you could make, but I don't know why it needed an update. That's my opinion. I'm not sure exactly what they'll do, you know. Maybe I'll see it and I'll completely change my mind and I'll think, wow, I can't believe that I thought it would look the same. You know, it may look totally different. Let me know if you're excited for that or not. Wow, Mentats 7 for 25. Here is a good genuine. Here is a good genuine Mentats. I have no idea exactly what that means. I played this game for a long time before I realized that Mentats is a group of people from the Dune franchise. And I guess specifically the Dune books. But if you've seen the Dune movies, Peter Fries and I'm blanking on his name now, but he lives on Arrakis. Thufir Hawat, that's his name. They're both Mentats. You can tell by the black stripe tattoo on their bottom lip. And they're basically just human computers, and that's, I think, the lore that they brought to Fallout, is that if you eat a Mentat, it makes you very smart. Okay. Alright, enough rambling about things that aren't even in this game. Let's check out my next settlement. So, this was my first home. You know, starting out, that was the big one for me. But the place that I spent the most time late game is here at Egret towards Marina. And hopefully when we get here it will be daytime. It's definitely a better view in the daytime. Let's see what we get. Okay, it's about noonday sun, so this is Egret towards Marina. It's just a quaint little, it's a couple of barns and then this half of a block here, but I've set up some trading stations. So first of all, I trapped a trader inside this. This is something you can do. You can build a box around a trader, and then they don't actually leave. So she is a traveling trader who is just trapped here. So again, this is before I really got into the settlement decorating, where I would have given her, more than just a cooler. I would have given her maybe a little wall partition, a bathroom, a chair, maybe some books to read, who knows. And then this is where we have all of our shops, aside from Trader Riley. So armor, weapons, and medicine right there. We have cows, lovely cows. I can get everyone to come here by activating this bell. Should we do it? Should we see who all is here? Alright, everybody gather up. Got some defenses here, and I haven't used this too much. I'm sure it came with the automaton expansion. That's not what it's called. I don't remember. So this guy's a doctor, and I'm not sure if I have him working the medical tent or not. I don't think I do. Regardless, let's see. I keep a ton of power armor here. But let's just go kind of clockwise order. We have a quantum Nuka-Cola mixing machine. Fabulous. You can come get a refreshing drink here. In the middle of your workday, just for a pick-me-up. Got a couple of beds in here. It's one of the shelters that has a roof. And not much else on this first floor, just some beds and some pictures on the walls. Just a really cozy space. But upstairs we have our gaming area. So we have Vault Boy and Vault Girl encouraging you, giving you the best of luck as you engage in these games of atomic rollers, hoop shot, and red menace Wakakami. More beds here. This one is just right under the sun though, isn't it? And a little poster here, which is pretty cool. I don't have any clue what that's from. Maybe it's from Nuka World. But I like it nonetheless. Alright, now up here we can get a good view of everything. So this is where I had made my base, right here. But so many of the settlers like to sleep in that bed and get stuck on the stairs. It did not remain fun to live up here. So I moved on down. Alright, over here we've got all of our crafting stations. We have chems, armor, and weapons. All of those workbenches right there. We don't have the robot workbench. At least not here. We have that set up elsewhere, and I'll show you that. We have a few crops. I have corn and mute fruit right here. And the thing that makes this all work is these two fusion generators, which I'm pretty sure I downloaded from a mod. But I don't have it anymore. I uninstalled all my mods because I'm on a new computer, actually. Neat. I like the explosive weapons in this game. this side I have unique armor sets. I have the quantum armor, as well as this Nuka armor. I have the full set of both right here, which is really fun that I found matching displays, so a blue one and a red one, to show this off in. And then these outfits, and I really don't know what these are. Okay, so that's Kellogg's outfit and a lieutenant's hat. This has got to be some Raider armor. That's Gage's armor. And a Minuteman General's hat. Of course, we have the Nuka Girl outfit. This is the Mechanist's armor and helmet. This is a Nuka Cola jumpsuit. Nuka World jumpsuit, I'm sorry. Oswald's top hat and some cappy glasses. We have a spacesuit costume and a spacesuit costume helmet. I believe this is Mason's outfit, yep. And a Yao Guai necklace. We have all of this marine armor, which I feel like that comes from Far Harbor, but I could be wrong. I know it's in Fallout 76, though. Here we have marine tactical wetsuit and helmet, and then a deep sea diving suit, rescue diver suit. So I love these, and I like that you get to show them all off. They're very cool. And here I have, I guess, a pink power armor, a regular XO1 power armor, and a Tesla power armor. And here I've got other just kind of legendary things I've collected and unique items, but have not put them on display. So that's probably the meatiest part of this expansion, and we can see this at night as well. I've lit this place up pretty well, and you can tell because of the wires everywhere. I'm glad I don't have to actually walk through this space. It would be infuriating. Nowadays, what I would probably do is put a pylon right here, just to make it taller so that all my power going outward and, to power these buildings, which are all up high, that would all be starting at a higher point because of the pylon, and they would just kind of drape across, and they wouldn't clutter the eye line, but this is what we have. Oh, here's Curie now. We want her to travel with us. She says, do you need something? I like to travel together some more. Then let us get underway. And we will send Piper to Egret towards Marina. Why is this not in alphabetical order? Oh, there it is. Great. Okay. Alright, so we looked at that, which is my little area. I've got a bed in there, and that's where I stay. Get some more power here, and power armor. This is just basically all of like a dozen suits I've collected from different parts of the game, and I've got a couple more over there, and a couple more on that side, as you saw, because I kind of ran out of space to put them. And here's where someone can stay as lookout out here and watch over the power armor. It can be their own little station here. We'll follow Curie upstairs. I had tried to do fireworks. So these fireworks are cool. I wanted to set it so that when I hit this target, that it would, how do you, I'm trying to remember if there's a way to gun bash. Nope, that's grenade. Well, no harm. Oh goodness, something fell over there. What was that? What is happening? Some suite, I suppose you could call it. And then on the inside, we have just a nice kind of bar upstairs. Got some tables and chairs. Of course, Kate is hanging out in the bar, which you wouldn't give for a good stiff drink. Well, I have news for you, Kate. You are at the bar, and that just consists of this cooler and a bar. So it's advertised outside as, whoa, felt pretty far there. It's advertised as liquors, and that is what it should be. So it's not stocked with booze or anything. You know, I would place some of that on these tables, you know. But yeah, this was a long time ago that I did this, and I'm sure I wasn't as motivated then. We've got some more beds in here. Got this nice disco ball. So it's kind of a party downstairs, but also upstairs, because that's where the bar is. Here is where almost all of our other crops are produced. There's very little land that you can put crops in this settlement. Couldn't tell you why, but we're growing over here some carrots, some corn, gourds, and I believe melons. I'm sure we've got some melons somewhere around here. And then this is our trading hub. So all of our, we got potatoes in here too, and a little bit of corn. Yeah, see, I had to put plants here too. This is one of the few spots where you can place them. So we've got several caravans here, because this is where I keep all of my resources. And I use this place to connect all of my settlements to each other so they all can share resources. What it looks like is they all just bought these cows, and they're showing them off here. But yeah, we got all kinds of provisioners and stuff. And guy's got a nice hat. It's a Coast Guard hat. I wonder if I could take it from him. Yeah, he says, "What do you want?" "I want your hat, buddy." I'm taking it. And you're gonna start wearing that. Excellent. Much better. That suits you. Okay. Much better for the no hat look. And then I have some defenses out here, and then 2 pieces of power armor that are marked as stolen. Can't figure out how or why that's the case. I don't know where I would have stolen power armor from, but there it sits, the evidence of my crime. A couple more plants over here. We got potatoes, gourds, and there's a melon. So that's all that I have growing here, and this is probably the settlement that I spend the most time decorating, and I'd like to put more detail into it. You know, I may do that at some point, but there's so many different settlements in this game. I've barely touched Hangman's Alley, which I know is everyone's favorite. So we'll get into that maybe if we do another one of these videos. You know, if we do a second Fallout video, we may actually make that a stream where we're decorating it. Let's go up here to the Red Rocket truck stop. We'll stop here, and then we'll go to Sanctuary, and that'll be the end of our video. trash bin here. More crafting stations. We've got our chem crafting. Some Nuka-Cola, some milk. Don't ask me who wants milk from these machines, but they're everywhere. Just literally everywhere. So what's the deal here? You push to put a bottle in there, or does it open the door and you grab a milk out? I'm not sure I know the workings of those. No smoking, important. This is a gas station after all. This is Ada. Hi, Ada. And we have Strong as well. Oh, look at that. They found something to fight. Look at them go. Well, they knocked that out in a hurry. And then it exploded. So we got a ragtag bunch out here. Oh, there's more. Anyway, we don't have to mess with that. They've got it taken care of. Inside the office is very basic, you know. It's got all of the original trappings, the ham radio, and cash register, which serve no purpose anymore. At least for me. But we have used this indoor space to put some beds down, and that has been a big hit with the settlers. Only a couple of them actually need sleep, Strong being one, and okay, Strong may be the only one here who actually needs a bed, but that doesn't mean that the others don't like to have one. You know, they may still want to have one, even though they don't get to lie down in it. It's our robot workbench. I said later that we'd take a look at that because it's the one crafting station I don't have anywhere else. So that's where our robot workbench is. This place is wind powered, so very sustainable. Oh, is this dog meat? Nope, it's Junkyard Dog. And I don't know if this is a different dog or what. She's gonna say, "Hey, Junkyard Dog." And he's happy enough just to sit there, or she. That dog is just living a dog's life there. Cross this bridge over into Sanctuary, and we'll take a look around each of these homes. We'll give each of these homes a name. How about that? This is Beverly's house, and Beverly likes to watch a lot of home decoration channels. She doesn't tell her husband about all of the curtains that she buys. She has them all folded up inside their suitcases that she stores in the attic. And she prays he never will go and check them because she spent so much money on curtains. She's worried that if he found out, he'd leave her and realize he had enough money to buy that new Corvega that he wanted. So poor Beverly lives a pretty secluded life. It's a lonely life when you're living a lie. Alright, and in here we have, this is Tony and Jim's house. Tony and Jim are kind of like odd couple roommates. Tony is very secretive. He needs to have his safe and his records. It's all encrypted. Keeps a lot of files. And then Jim is very laissez-faire. He just wants a cozy place to relax and enjoy the scenery. But Jim works as an accountant and appreciates the little things, while Tony works here measuring product and dispensing it to those who come and go. So that's why he has this kitchen scale here, and probably why Tony's personality is so different from Jim's. Out here we have the beacon, which I don't think you can activate this more than once. just small, so Clayton needs that kind of thing, and for every other day, here's his quarters, and he keeps it nice and tidy, just like he did in the armed services. Very sparse kitchen, low tables, almost every seat is facing the door. He has to keep his eyes on the door, or he won't be able to relax. Besides, Clayton's sad guy. You know, everybody feels bad for Clayton in this neighborhood. But you know what? Rhonda and Glenn make up for that. Rhonda and Glenn throw wild dinner parties. Absolutely extravagant dinner parties. They're the talk of the neighborhood for weeks. Afterward, Rhonda makes an incredible chicken cordon bleu, and Glenn collects model tanks and single malt scotches. So he's a big hit with the other gentlemen in the neighborhood who like model tanks and single malt scotches, which, as it turns out, is quite a few of them. So Rhonda and Glenn do throw these big parties. They don't seem to have much else going on in their lives. They don't have hobbies or interests outside of work. They just seem to always be planning their next party. This is where Nick and Nora lived before the war. Our character is Nick. But as you may be able to tell, we named him Steel instead. And when Steel returned here, he gave himself an apocalypse name instead of Nick, and he called himself Steel because he had to be hard to survive in this world. And it's painful for him to come into this room and set these things right, and pick up the chairs. He can barely stand to be in that room, and he doesn't want to change anything. We kept the Mr. Handy box here because that's Codsworth's house. That's, his egg, I guess, what he came in. And this is our egg. This is where we started the game. This is where you customize your character in the mirror here. I've tried to get this mirror to do surgery on me again, but it's very stubborn. It just won't do it. I've picked up the rest of this furniture though and laid it out because it's a reminder that you can pick up the pieces and you can, even though you can't make things like they were before, you can make them new and you can make them a part of who you are now. Alright, moving across here.
What's going on?
Hey Sturgis, this is Sturgis's house. Sturgis, really, he's not just a mechanic, he runs the hotel here. There's a bed here which Sturgis sleeps in, but then there's also several beds where if somebody needs a place to sleep, Sturgis is willing to let them sit here, and hopefully they'll repay him by cooking a meal because he is hopeless in the kitchen. He's a mechanical genius, but cannot fry an egg. In fact, he tried, and that's how we lost some of the tiles on this wall. They burned up. You can see there's a hole in the ceiling too, so we don't let Sturgis cook anymore. But we do let people stay there, because now it's safe. He has no fire. So again, we have crafting stations. All our crafting stations are here, and this is where Dogmeat's house is. I don't actually know where Dogmeat is assigned right now, but this is her house. And we've got these guard posts, because most of the value of our town is right here, as Sturgis is, because it's where most people sleep. Our value is really in our people. And this is a new home, which has not been sold to anyone, so the Vault Tech rep, he's more than, we're more than happy to have him live there. But we've got this charming little abode, which no one has moved into. It just has a this is their thinking room when they have to come up with a new sense. They sit in here and deprive themselves of all stimulation. It's a very quiet, calm room. It's much like Clayton's calm room. Hey, there goes Codsworth. Hello. Mother Nature never ceases to amaze. Through all the post-war devastation, the sunrise is still quite impressive. Yes, I think it is. So Melissa and Ruth keep up their Halloween decorations. They're a little bit witchy, which we love about them. Stirs up some comments from the neighbor kids. They're a little bit afraid. We don't talk about this house. It's where the murders occurred. And then over here we have Kirsten and Jake's house. Kirsten and Jake are the ones who know everybody, knock on people's doors when it's been a few days, make sure everyone's okay, always quick with a smile and happy to bring a baked good, or Jake will make you a fantastic cocktail to raise your spirits. And they know everybody because they live at the top of the hill here, and they can see into just about everybody's business. And they feel kind of responsible. They want to help out everybody here. So they take an involved role in the neighborhood and in people's lives, which is nice. We all need people to look out for us and care for us, even if we don't think we do. We just don't realize how much that can help. So yeah, Kirsten is in charge of all the shrubbery as well. So these beautifully manicured plants you see here, that's her doing. And then Jake works on these water purifiers. Right now he's just got one running, but he's got some parts coming in from Quincy that he's going to use to make the other. And then last and certainly not least is my house. This is Mr. James's house. It's pretty simple. I just have my bed, a nightstand, and a trunk. And I've also got a nice little bathroom here, but I like this kind of bunker-like design, It makes me think of what a vault should have been like. Is homey and simple, instead of the most complicated and devastating thing that's ever happened to me. Let's take a nap about it. Alright. We've had our nap, and we're ready to go. Is that not a gate? One of these has got to be a gate, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be. Oh, look, a doggy bowl. That's close enough to a gate, I guess. The thing that probably bugs me now, playing this game after having played Starfield, is the lack of a jetpack in this game. And I know I can get it on power armor, but I just like having the ability to double jump and all of that. So, maybe I'll get a mod for that. I have no mods at all because I'm on a new computer, but still nice to revisit this old game. If you want to see more of this, let me know. I hope you like this video. I hope you found it relaxing. And I hope you have a great rest of your